an incentive for you finishing first or you finishing whatever. And so you start competing against your own fellow workers. Guess what happens? You start saying, I got to beat them, so I don't like them anymore because they're now the competition. In reality, they're still on the same team. So maybe you work together as a group. So what do you think of this activity?
I like this one. It's fun.
This one was fun.
It's fun. So kind of got you out there. The three of you, as you're in a little group, were working together. I was watching all of you. Dory was taking some pictures. We saw that you were working together really well as a small group. And then when you had to branch out and go seek the other pieces, it kind of changed things a little bit. But I think everybody did well except for maybe throwing the one piece that might have been. Oh, you threw it?
She asked for it.
I did not ask for it. I did not.
I like that.
You got it too, I guess, right?
That was a pretty good throw, though.
What assumptions did you make at the beginning of the activity?
That all the pieces were in the box.
That all the pieces were there in the box? If they would have been still in the bag unbroken, that would have been obvious, but I thought maybe some of you would say when you opened it up and it was already unbroken, the plastic bag, you might say, hey, something's up.
I just thought you did it for time saving.
Yeah.
I didn't really think you
Yeah.
messed with us.
I also did not think that the puzzle would be,
Reflective, or I don't know
Yeah.
how you describe
which
that.
made it a little hard.
Yeah.
If we would have looked at the
I
back
didn't
of the
necessarily
box,
plan that.
showed
That
us.
just happened to be the best puzzle. I showed Dory yesterday, I had 3 puzzles. I think they were 48-piece puzzles. One was of a kitten, one was of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle or something, and one of them was of a car or something. So I thought, this is a little bit better. They're all similar. Might not be obvious that when you open up a car box and you see a piece of a kitten there, it's going to be obvious. So this made it a little bit less obvious, plus 48 pieces, smaller pieces versus the 24. These were definitely better puzzles. So any other assumptions that you make at the beginning? How did you react when you realized you did not have all the pieces you needed for your puzzle?
Like, what the?
It was.
Well, what threw me off was because we had to tear open the bags. Didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have, because it was.
No, it was.
Well, I swear to you, I opened it last
The
night.
plastic elves came last night and shut it.
I did. Well, he woman over here ripped it open.
Okay, didn't need to there, Mara, but glad
And if
you-
I would have seen that, then I would have knew that there was probably something mixed up.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe. So again, going back, what did you think when you realized, hey, I think this group kind of at first said, hey, these aren't the right pieces or something.
I'm like, I'm missing pavement.
Yeah. But kind of added a little different element. And I think real quickly you realized, hold it, maybe the other pieces are at the other tables, I'm just missing pieces, or I got the wrong pieces. Maybe the puzzle manufacturer messed up. Maybe, you heard me say a couple times, remember you're all working together as one large group, one large company, maybe they're at the other table. So, and all of you did really well, I think, in helping each other find your pieces. Who needs a blue piece, I think, and who needs this corner piece. So it would have been fun if we'd had about 6 or 7 puzzles going. That would have been even more fun. And I didn't want to make it too many pieces either, so I just took, like I said, 4 pieces out of each box and put 2 in each of the other boxes. So how did you feel when other groups came offering pieces or asking for some of your pieces? I think all of you cooperated. I think all of you cooperated, but there might be situations where you get so competitive with each other and they come asking for a piece, they're like, no, these are mine, I'm gonna keep them. Not realizing that you need theirs as well as they need yours. So
I realized like 2 pieces didn't go here, so I put them over there, or 3. I had 2 or 3 pieces here that were originally just come over there and set them down.
I just threw the ones I had in. I'm like, these don't fit ours.
Try this one.
So maybe we didn't do the best job of sharing and communicating, but we got the job done. So, and all of you did really well. So, how is this similar to work? And if some of you that maybe been out in the workforce a little bit, does it get competitive sometimes?
Definitely.
Jennifer said she drives a bus. I know there's some schools that I've worked with in the past kind of give you will give the bus drivers a little bit of an incentive to keep the buses clean, which is a good thing. They don't do that there.
I don't get it.
So if you have to clean this bus for the month, you might get an extra $100. So I mean, they kept And that aspect, it was kind of good.
Ours is how many kids we can kick off.
How many kids you can fail and run over, whack with the little
We actually
arm
have bus
thing.
races in the morning to see who gets to the school first.
We did at one school. I drove a bus for,
Greg's like, wait, we did
I
that.
drove a bus for about 3 months for a little school district up near Clinton, and we were not allowed to unload our students until all 11 buses were there. And so it was a race to be the first one in line.
Yeah.
I was almost always at the last, because I would rather, to be honest with you, I'd rather get there and let them off than get there and sit for a while waiting for others, so wasn't that big a deal to me, so. Summary of this: building a team that works in a cohesive manner could be a difference in the success or failure of a business. Being proactive with your employees and trying to build a team is probably more successful than trying to be reactive when something isn't going right. So always think of that. Maybe do some things like this every so often. Be proactive and use the ideas presented in this presentation and book or other books like I showed you. And we're finished. So, any questions? I did place a sheet around for you to fill out, just an evaluation of that. I will give everybody a copy of this book. When you have the sheet filled out, and if you want a piece of candy, you lost or didn't win, you gotta just put the puzzle back up here. Yep.